Hi, and welcome to the Magic of Giving. Central Florida is well known for the magic of its famous theme parks and attractions, but there's another kind of magic here, a magic that touches the lives of residents in need of assistance. That magic is spread by people who dedicate their lives and their calling to helping others. They work for Central Florida's nonprofit organizations, and that's what this show is all about. In each episode, we will feature one of Central Florida's nonprofit organizations and reveal the magic they share as they change the lives of those that are less fortunate. Hi, I'm Christina Santiago. Welcome to the Magic of Giving. Today's show features the Community Food and Outreach Center. The Community Food and Outreach Center provides a hand up to families, individuals, and children who are fighting to break the cycle of poverty. They help those in need transform their lives by providing food, crisis care, opportunities for education, and employment. With me today is Scott George, co-founder of the Community Food and Outreach Center, who is also the senior pastor at Pine Castle United Methodist Church, and joining him is Cara Deuce, development director of the Community Food and Outreach Center. So let's get started. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about how the Community Food and Outreach Center was founded.
Well, we started back in 2000. I was a pastor of a local church in downtown Orlando, and became a little discouraged, if you would, at how we were really helping families in need. We weren't doing a really good job. And so out of that just came a frustration and a real desire for me to kind of figure out a new way of helping people. Families would come to the church and we weren't really helping them. And I just thought that there had to be a better way of really giving families a hand up for those that were struggling financially or with medical care. And so we decided as a church that we were going to start what we thought was going to be a small food pantry. And we opened up September 1st, 2001. Little do we know that 10 days later, September 11th, would not only affect the world and America, but Orlando. And so here we were, this little church with a big vision of helping families and giving them a hand up during difficult times. And we were thrust into an arena that has been a wonderful journey for the past 13 years.
Wow, you were almost a godsend for the community at that point in time.
Yeah, and really no one really knew what to expect. We weren't experts by any stretch of the imagination. We just had a big heart and a desire to really offer help to families that were coming to our campus. A lot of them were working families, so they weren't necessarily homeless people. So there was an opportunity for us to really provide a long-term solution for these families that were working and provide food, but most importantly, education, training, medical care, job education, and it just kind of started. And after September 11th, it's been a wonderful 13 years of just giving hope to people that are really, really struggling.
Right. So what is your organization's primary mission?
Well, like Scott said, our focus is really on providing that hand up, not a handout. Our goal is to be a place where those who are serious about doing what it takes to get out of those difficult situations can come for guidance and motivation.
Right. So are you associated with other local nonprofit organizations, or how does that work?
Yes, we partner with a lot of the major nonprofits in the city, big and large. We don't feel the pressure to have to solve every problem that comes to us every single day. Like for instance, today as we're taping this, we'll have 500 families a day come to our campus. So there's no way that one organization can do that. So we, as they are coming to us and we are working with them, then we partner, collaborate. We work with Catholic Charities was on our campus yesterday. So we find it very rewarding to partner with other agencies so that together we can really begin to solve some of these issues that these families are faced with. Cara mentioned, the hand up. Really what we did is pioneer a new way of helping people. And traditionally, nonprofits and charities and churches do what we call the handout. They hand out food or medical care. It's just a handout. We're kind of really trying to train and really try to re-educate families that this has to be a partnership. There has to be two-way giving. We believe one-way giving is really unhealthy and it creates dependency. But when there's two-way giving, that really creates a culture of partnership. And so we are a partner with them in helping them to break the cycle of poverty and really allow them the steps needed to move forward.
Right. And what are some of the ways you might do that, or at least one way? How do you guys partner with folks?
So we partner with the Orange Blossom Family Health. They come in twice a week and they offer free primary and preventative health care to folks. So while they come out to our facility, they can get their case management, they can get their groceries, but then they can also get a checkup on their health too.
Oh, I see.
Another partner is Harbor House, which primarily takes care of families that are struggling with domestic violence. So they have a full-time staff person on our campus and an office, and we want them to be one of our partners because when families come to our campus, they complement some of the services that we don't offer. So instead of us feeling like we have to do it all, we really contact some of the great partners in the city and give them the space so that they can complement the services. So really what we say is we want to be the Walmart of the nonprofit world. We want to have a number of charities and nonprofits at one campus at one time so we can make it easier for families to get the help that they need. And in our economy, and Orlando leads the nation in a couple statistics. One of them is we're the #1 tourist destination in the world. The second statistic that not a lot of people know is that almost 40% of our workforce make under $25,000 a year. That's about 400,000 people. So there's a lot of people that are struggling. They're one paycheck, one sickness, one accident from falling through into poverty. So we really see as our mission is holding these people up and giving them a hand up and creating a positive culture for them to move forward.
So let's talk about the people, okay, that you just mentioned. Now, what kind of people do you serve across Central Florida? Is it everybody from all demographics, all, incomes, or what? I mean, what kind of people what people do you serve?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we serve those who are silently struggling. These are individuals and families, many of whom are hardworking, but they still struggle to have their basic needs met. Our programs are designed to help those that are at 200% or below of the national poverty level. So in 2014, what that means is a family of 4, they would have to have a household income of $47,000 or less in order to qualify for our services. This is a significant portion of our population. Many times these folks are called the working poor, and like Scott said, it's about half of Central Floridians.
Wow.
And it's not likely to change in the next few years. I mean, economically, it's very, very tough for people making $8 an hour to move to a $16 an hour living wage. So because of the tourism industry, we've got just hundreds of thousands of families that are just, I like what Cara said, silently struggling. They have a job. You can't look at them and say, you're a bum, get a job. Well, they have a job. A lot of them have 2 jobs, but their hours get cut back. And when you're making $8 an hour, it's very, very difficult to live in this city. You look at the apartment rates, you look at the food costs, you look at transportation costs, and just those 3 or 4 categories alone really swallow up a lot of your income. And so it's a major, major issue, and we're honored to be one of the pioneers and one of the voices that is just really trying to come alongside this massive group of people in our city and letting them know that they don't have to silently struggle, that there's a place where they can come, get hope, get help, and do it in a dignified way.
Wow, that's fabulous. Well, thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
Now that we know the background and goals of Community Food and Outreach Center, we're going to take a short break, and in segment 2, we'll discover their programs and services. So stay tuned. We'll return in a minute.